the idea of a static local variable is different than a local variable, different than a global variable. So where a local variable is understood only between the braces, a global variable is understood throughout your program anywhere, and you can change it and the change gets removed or remembered from function call to function call. Now a static local remembers the value of a local variable between function calls. So if you take a look at this program from your book, this is program 622, and it has a main. Inside main, it has the call to show static. Notice that show static has a static local variable declared. It uses the keyword static, the data type, and then the variable name, much like how you declare a constant. It has a cout statement, and then it changes the value of stat num just by 1, right? So it adds 1 to the value. So that's all that happens inside this function. But notice what's going on in main. The function call is inside a loop, and it's gonna run 5 times. So the first time you go to show static, stat num displays its value, then adds 1 to it. Since it's a static variable, it will remember that added value and then do it again. So take a look at how this runs. So the first time it's a 0, so take a look at that right here. It's a 0, then we add 1. Now we go back and loop again. Come back, display the 1. It remembered the previous value for stat num. So again, a static variable remembers its previous value in between times that this function gets called. So every time this function gets called, it'll show the last value. Now that's different than a local variable. A local variable gets destroyed after the brace closes. It's also different from a global. A global variable's value could change inside of main and it would still be understood. That's not the case with stat num. Stat num is not understood inside of main. It's declared here in between these two braces.